Howdy, I'm Cowboy Ken. Welcome to the Drop Zone. Today I find myself in Springville, Utah with my good friend Gary Lee Price. Gary, this is your studio and foundry, right?
Yes, it is, right here in Springville. Had it here for probably 20 years.
Holy moly. Well, we're here. He's got some exciting news, and we're going to find out what's inside here with Gary. Gary, it's dadgum good to see you.
Dadgum good to see you.
How is Arizona, by the way?
Oh my gosh, it's probably about 115 degrees today where my wife is right now.
Hot! It's hot. Well, whatever. We're in a cool building, so Gary, tell us about the Statue of Responsibility.
So this is a project that originated with Dr. Viktor Frankl. He was a Holocaust survivor. He wrote Man's Search for Meaning, one of the 10 most popular books in the world. He said, America, you have your Statue of Liberty on the East Coast. What if you bookended your country with a Statue of Responsibility on the West Coast? He said, we had our liberty in Europe at one time and we lost it because of irresponsibility. America, listen.
Oh my gosh, so what is the vision of responsibility? What does that mean to the common folk?
So trying to depict that, because Stephen Covey came to me and he knew Viktor Frankl, and Stephen said, Gary, that dream of Viktor Frankl to create a Statue of Responsibility has never been done. Would you like to do it? And of course I said yes. But for me, how do you depict responsibility?
Right, yeah.
You know, that's a heavy, heavy thing. And I had to go back to my Native American roots and think about, well, the whole idea of responsibility, isn't it being there for each other, being able to help each other up? And so one of my most popular sculptures was this piece right here.
Oh,
it was called
okay.
The Ascent. They rise.
I remember that, folks. I do, believe me, I'm not ignorant on the subject. I remember the sculptor, but it's been a while.
Yeah, you saw an 18-foot version of this.
Right, yeah.
And the whole idea of this was, it's called The Ascent. They rise highest who lift as they go. This piece,
helping your fellow man is an easier way to put it.
to me, that's responsibility. And
Outstanding,
this
outstanding.
Extremely successful. And so when asked to create a Statue of Responsibility, to me it was right there. It was that center part of lifting, helping each other. To me, I think that's responsible living.
So on the bookend between the Statue of Liberty, and we all know what that stands for, and the Statue of Responsibility, how big is that compared to the Liberty?
So here's what's going to be cool. This statue, and here is a beautiful rendering of it, this statue will be 350 feet tall on the West Coast.
Holy moly!
This is stained glass that will illuminate the thing at night. That represents the whole planet. This represents all the flora and fauna, the birds and animals of the planet, the seas, the skies. It's responsibility for not just humanity, but for the whole freaking planet.
Outstanding. Oh, what a vision, folks. Now, here in your foundry here, you told me a week or so ago that you kept everything in-house.
Yes.
Why is that? You had something, you said, I could go to China, it could be done a lot cheaper there, because, folks, let me tell you, there's a lot more that goes into this than meets the eye. A lot of work. And so you told me you wanted to keep it here. Why?
Yeah, and you've been through the foundry. I've shown you those tours. We've poured the bronze
right
here. We have the workers, the skilled craftsmen that do all this work. The whole idea is integrity. I want to always keep my work honest, full of integrity, and I want to have it produced in our beautiful country.
There you go, folks.
I tell you.
Oh, yes. From the man who creates from his mind and brings it to fruition, having it done here and not overseas, where it's probably a lot cheaper to have done.
I could be a billionaire had I been casting in China, Thailand, all these places. The challenge is they have copied my work over and
Oh,
over
my
and over.
goodness.
I have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars defending my copyrights. They will literally see my photographs on my website, take those photos, and have some irresponsible artist copy my work and then sell them for dimes on the dollar.
Oh my goodness. So
It's horrible.
let's go away from the negative side, go into the positive side.
Yes.
You've got another thing coming up that is rooted in Utah. Please explain that.
Yes, and first I have to explain, my grandmother was part Cherokee. And
Okay.
so I have that Native American blood running through my veins. That's why when I first did this piece, I wanted to depict have some reason, having graduated in art, to show the beautiful anatomy.
Oh.
Being part Native American, this is what came of it. And now, and I believe there's a divine orchestration to our lives and the way things go around and come around.
Okay.
That's my memoir, why my memoirs are called Divine Turbulence.
Okay. That's your book, right?
Yes, just
Ooh.
came out. Divine Turbulence. Anyway, there's a divinity to what's going on in life. So just recently, I was asked by the leader of the Timpanogos tribe of central Utah here to create a statue of Chief Wakara. He was one of the chiefs of the Native Americans when the pioneers came into the valley in 1847.
Okay.
They came into
Wow.
Salt Lake, they came down here in about 2 years later, 1849, and unfortunately wiped out lots of the Timpanogos tribe, the buffalo, you know, that whole saga.
Right.
So anyway, this statue here will be 25 feet tall.
Oh,
it
my
will
goodness.
be somewhere down by Utah Lake, overlooking Mount Timpanogos, probably by the airport.
Wow.
The Arts and Recs of Utah is very excited about it, that department. The LDS Church, all kinds of people are open to have that history now open and revealed of what happened, and apologies and retribution and all of that to come to pass. And Chief Wakara will be part of this. This is entitled A New Day.
A New Day.
Yes.
Now, between that, Statue of Liberty, Statue of Responsibility, what do you got to say to the folks out there? Why? What's the vision? Why? And what do you see needs to happen?
I would say that life is about connecting and being there for each other. I would say that no man is an island. I would say that when we come together responsibly and with reverence and respect for each other, that's when life is glorious and magnificent. Without that, there's this chaos, there's separation.
Yes.
There's
The golden rule applies, it sounds like.
right? Treat others like we would want ourselves
Exactly.
treated. It's very, very simple, and we're capable of doing that. It
Yes,
just takes
we
a
are.
little bit of effort and a little bit of respect for each other.
Wow. This is Cowboy Ken, Gary Lee Price from Springville, Utah. That is all.
Thank you.